On today's episode of Montage, we head up north to beautiful Napa Valley, where we take an inside look into 4 unique establishments. We start off in the skies and yes, a hot air balloon, where you will see some spectacular views with the pilots of Up and Away Ballooning. Next, we head down the Silverado Trail to Rombauer Vineyards, where KR will show us around the winery and see his award-winning wines. After, we head over to St. Helena and get a fresh look into keeping it local at the Press Restaurant. And we finish off at the majestic mountainside of Calistoga Ranch for a breathtaking look into one of the area's best-kept secrets. All this on today's episode of Montage. When a 747 doesn't quite satisfy your dream of ascending to the clouds, Up and Away Ballooning may be your ticket to paradise. Sonoma County holds some of the West Coast's most idyllic vistas, and where better to catch a stunning view than from above.
It's mainly first timers. Once in a while we get one that's had a flight before, and maybe it was good, maybe it was bad, just depends on their experience. But I always try and leave them with a smile on their face and a good experience. But people are usually a little nervous at first, but it's like any other fear or any other sport that's kind of out there. You just have to get over that fear and just enjoy yourself.
Up and Away Ballooning flies only the newest, roomiest, and most well-maintained balloons. Before the journey, a gigantic, beautifully colored balloon is laid out on the ground and inflated with cold air. Then the burners go to work fully inflating the balloon, and up it goes.
So typically we start out first thing in the morning. It's when the winds are coolest and calmest. We'll meet everybody, get the balloon filled up with the volume of cold air, add some heat to the balloon, and once the balloon stands up, we add some more heat and off we go.
After we get the people in and the balloon takes off, we have to chase the balloon to make sure that Dave has somebody on the ground to help him wherever it is that he may land. It's basically like chasing a storm. We look at you in the air and we follow you. We have radios and things like that so we can monitor what's going on, and we always talk with the pilot to find out what he's thinking and just being aware and being where he needs us to be.
On any given ride, the sights might include the Pacific Ocean, Napa Valley, and sometimes the San Francisco skyline.
So in Sonoma County, what's really cool about flying here is the ocean's not too far away. So once we get up 1,000, 1,500 feet, you can see out to the ocean, you can see down to the bay, out towards San Francisco and Oakland. So it's just a real cool experience here that nobody else gets,
Imagine sailing silently a few feet over a grassy creek, or suddenly spying a lush valley in the distance from 100 feet up.
So when you're up in the air, we can be anywhere from 10 feet. We were just hovering over a pond today and checking out the cool reflection, or we went up to 4,000 feet during the flight. So you can be anywhere from 10 feet to 4,000. Just depends on the day, and that's the cool thing about the job too.
Up here, it's hard not to gain a new perspective on all nature has to offer.
As he was coming down, he threw us a line which we used to slow him down. Then we actually put our weight on the basket as he was venting air from the balloon. There's a cord in there that releases air from the top of the balloon. So he's venting air, and we ran up and put our weight on the basket, and that stopped it.
Back on the ground, Up and Away has one more treat. Every adventurer is treated to a champagne brunch following the ride. Full of local goodies, you'll raise a glass to the sky in celebration of the day's wonderful outing.
After we get the people back in the van and the balloon packed up, we head over to Kendall Jackson to have brunch in their walnut tree garden. And Mike and Patty, the owners, they make all the food fresh, and they sit here and serve the people. And serve champagne, and have a good time.
Whether it's a romantic float in the heavens for two you seek, or a special outing with friends or family, Up and Away never fails to dazzle. For more information, check out up-away.com.